Hello everyone, my name is Heinrich and welcome back to Timberborn. In the last episode we made sure that we will never see bad water again unless of course it's in these buckets or in these water containers, large tanks. We did that by capping off, well we already capped off this one before, we now capped off this source. So if we go down we see that all the way down it's blocked in, and then we have a roof here, and if we go one more down you see that the water all goes through this tunnel into here. Here all the water goes through, but we make sure that it only goes in one direction. Here we make sure that only clean water goes through, so we close it if it's contaminated, and here we open it if it's contaminated, so all the contaminated water goes out here. So that is about all our clean sources, our normal sources. The bad sources we all capped off with these domes. So we have that one capped off, this one capped off, and of course here we have a rig so we can pump bad water out of this. And so now the water is all under control, everything goes in here. What I want to do here to make this a little bit nicer, because we have this overflow continuously, and I want to make this a little bit higher, I guess. There's a couple of things here, I think. What I want to do is right now we have these sluices here, and this is at level 3. I think that's fine, but I want to have more control of how deep this water goes. So I think I want to make this also tunnels. So let's do that. Tunnel here as well. So we can set this water level to be at this level instead of one higher, because that means that we're overflowing a little bit more than I want whenever we're not pumping water out. So let's make sure that this is done on a high prio. Wait, why is there a block where there's nothing here? Oh, there's already a tunnel here. Weird. Where did that came from? Anyway, that's okay. So that will be done now, I think. Wait, maybe we need actually some paths in here to make sure that we can get there. Let's do that. Should be enough. Otherwise, we'll see. And then what I want to do here is actually make this a little bit higher. And I am actually thinking, instead of flooding this all the time, to actually make a exit to the side. So if I would, wait, construction side 100%, let's kill that. Oh, this is the path. You have to remove the path first, I guess. So what I'm going to do is add some dams here, so the water flows out to the side. And then I'm just going to close this off here. Let me see that rotate this correctly. So, and then we add paths on top so we can actually build everything properly. And then if we have too much, it actually flows to the side instead of going into here all the time. I want to get rid of that flooding situation. So we are gonna dump some of the water out, but that will only be well, it will be forever. In the end, I think I also want to just dump it out, everything that is too much, because it's not like we need it. It's just gonna flow out to the side here in the end. So like that. So it's just gonna flow out here and here. So it's kind of pointless. Yeah, all right. So that's gonna be that for now. Wait, I want to raise the priority here as well, because I think I lowered this quite a bit. So I'm not going to make this normal priority now, like that. So we're actually going to build that. And that should be a good start, and then we can start raising it a bit more. The main thing that I actually want to take care of in this episode, or maybe over multiple episodes, I want to start using these domes, maybe this one, maybe the other one, to generate power. And that's going to take a lot of dynamite, because we're going to we're going to terraform all of this. And to do that, I think we need to go down. You can see that we're going down here as well. How high is this actually? This is 3, 2, 1. So maybe I want to go down here. Let me turn off the water. And then landscaping, I think this was 2, 2, 1. Yeah, it should be 2. So let's do that there. And then this is going to be a 1. And then we can have some ladders down. Let's make it like this. Then we can go down here. And then we're just going to dynamite everything underneath, I guess. Except for underneath here, of course. And then we can open up this bad water source in the end and have a lot of water wheels all underground, generating power for us. So that's going to take a while. And it's going to take a lot of dynamite. We have 1.2k. Which is a bit not bad at all, but it's definitely not going to be enough. Let's enable more builders because we're gonna need more builders. And I have vacancies 10. Okay, we have 10 vacancies. So what I want to do is I want to make more dynamites. And we have here our dynamite buildings. We have here a large tank. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dynamite all of this. So let's make a ladder up and make sure to dynamite this here. Make sure we do this with priority. And then here we're going to make a bit, maybe you make this double dynamites because I want to make these power wires under ground again, these power connections. And I think here's gonna be the first of the explosives factories. Yeah, I'm gonna make these doubles. So remove these two. Landscaping, double dynamite there, and then another single dynamite there. Actually, this can be tunnels, right? This can be a tunnel immediately. That's better. Yeah, and here we just have to make a platform after. Is this better? Tunnel and a platform is 6 planks. I think it does not, no, it's the same. It's the same if I would do a tunnel followed by, let's just do it like this. Let's raise the priorities again. Oh, and we can start making some power connections here. This actually shouldn't be a tunnel anyway. And then we can add some more dynamite factories. That also means we need more bad water. So I'm going to add, let's say 2 more of these. And do we need more centrifuge? I don't think we do. No, I don't think we do. Science, we have enough. Then planks. We're going to need a lot of planks, but we also have a lot of planks. I think that's going to be fine. Do we need scrap metal? Because this is all filled. Metal blocks are filled. I don't think we're going to build a lot of metal stuff. So I'm going to pause this one, which also means that I'm going to pause the smelter. What else are we going to pause? Treated planks. We have quite a few of those and don't think we need more of that. So maybe we're going to pause these as well. And this is all going to help getting more haulers. So that's basically why I'm doing this. Maybe I'm going to, no goods in stock. I'm going to leave that one going for a bit. I think that's okay. What do we have here? Printing press, books is okay. Foods. Yeah. I mean, this one can stay paused. We don't need any dirt. We're mostly going to need planks because we're going to make tunnels. So we're going to need a lot of planks and then dynamite and extract. Dynamite is going to be the biggest limitation, I think. Extract we kind of have quite a bit of. Actually, we could make a bigger tank for this. This is not blocked at the moment. Okay, but that also means that we don't need to make more gears, so we can pause these gear workshops as well. And the plankers, we have quite a few of these lumber mills, and we're not using them all because we are already filled up. Okay, extract, sand, bad water, antidotes. I mean, that's already paused. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So this is going to be step number 2. This is going to be second priority. There will be some water under here, which is okay. Well, actually, we could block this off, right? I think I'm going to do that actually first before we go down here. So, okay, let's lower this again. Then we're going to make a couple of paths, no, landscaping, levees. I'm going to add them there. I'm going to make these secondary priority. That sounds good. And maybe I'm just going to remove a couple of these levees here because I just want this water to be removed that way. Logs, always good to get back. Okay, starting to build here as well. Okay, they're building from up there. That's okay. And yeah, these sluices we can lower to the bottom here instead of having it up there, making actually good progress here. Let's make sure the path follows them in. This is actually, why can't we build a tunnel there? Tunnel? We can. That's weird. Okay, that was odd. I thought I built on top of all of that, but I guess not. Anyway, back up. Oh yeah, we have some extract here as well. Yeah, we good on extract actually. This is also going in. That's good. Tunnel is in there as well. So if we go down, can build the first power shaft in there. And actually, if I already dynamite this, so I can detonate it, I can say power, normal power shaft there, a vertical power shaft there, and make sure these are ready as well. And then we can add a single platform there. Make sure this is high as well. Oh, this is almost all in. Just one more to go. Come on. Hammer it, please. Oh, wait, it is built. Okay, so we can detonate all of this. We can remove this ladder. We can pick this up again. And now the power goes to there. And we can make some more. I think it's in landscaping, right? The explosive sector. Make sure that the path is at front, and I think we're gonna build 2, and then we're gonna set the workplace in the middle, and these 2 I want to be built quickly. Then we can add some paths as well, so we can get there. Now we can always make more. We have more space here now, but the power is connected to that, which is good. Could actually make another big tank here. Should I? I think we're good to go. I mean, oh, they can also store 1200 bad water in the rig. That is a lot. All right. So how are these with haulers? Prioritized by haulers. Okay, let's do the same here. That is already built. That's quick. And here, this one, we can do the same. Okay, let's check here. That was very quick. I like that we're building fast now. Okay, getting closer. And if we go up one, we should be able to set this to a downstream depth that is, it's gonna jump to 1.2, I think, when those two are in. Or is it not? Wait, are there paths on here? There are paths on there. No? Okay, this one is out. So this is now 1.2 indeed. And this is on 0.2. So we just need to have this last one in. And maybe we could actually remove all these. Should I remove these tunnels? These platforms? Maybe I'm going to leave them for now. The thing is, I want to make this 3 wide instead of 2. It's going to be the size of our channels. And I think what I'm going to do is have underground a channel of water, what else, that makes everything green. And then on the top, we can have all kinds of fields with stuff on there, with food. So this is not going to be 1.2 anymore, but this is going to be 0.8. So we're going to lose a lot less water on this side. And then this is going to stick longer, this water, because we were pumping too much water through. Actually, it was all getting flushed because we were too high. And if we put it that low, then we won't lose water unnecessarily. Okay, this is also in. Nice. This is actually in. We don't have any water anymore, so we can make this. Let me see. We want to put another dynamite. It doesn't work anymore. Okay, so if we go all the way down, this is now at the bottom layer. And from here, we want to make tunnels. So this is where the big project starts. We want to make a lot of tunnels. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go 3 or 4 further into this side. And we're going to build all of this all the way to here. And yeah, this is going to take a while, a long while. But this is actually the fastest way to terraform the landscape. Otherwise, you have to dynamite everything from the top. And here, if you deconstruct the tunnels, everything will just collapse above it because dirt doesn't stick floating in the air. So yeah, this is a lot better. At the edges, we might have some situations where dirt is hanging on to dirt on the sides, but we'll figure that out later on. For now, I just want to have everything excavated from the bottom. So we make a big area that's fresh for us to build. But yeah, this will take a long time. So I'll be back once I've made quite a bit of progress here, I hope. Actually, I see now that my beavers have to walk quite a bit. So what I'm going to do, just to make this a little bit easier on them, is make a zipline station all the way here in the corner, and then make one. I want to make a double one here so we can go both ways. Maybe I'll make it up here. Let's see. So we want to make a pylon. Let me see. There? That sounds like it seems like a good spot. Yes. Actually, I only have to go through to there. So yeah, that's fine. And then I want to make more zipline stations. I'm going to make them here and here, so facing each other. That way, both of these are access points for going to here and from here, so we can have more connections. And these two are intrinsically connected already, so you don't have to make a line in between, so they can basically have 2 connections, which is a lot better. So what I will do is this one here will have a connection there, and that one will have a connection to there, and of course, these I want to build with top priority because this will speed up everything a lot. Let me see. This one I cannot build. This one I can build. I guess from there. Path. If I make a ladder up here, I think we can build it. So you can build one up. So this one also high priority. Make these things and then we can reroute this here. I want to be able to go to here as well. Maybe that would have been a better connection. So this one disconnects. This one will go to there. So we can still go to here. And this one will go to there and to there in the end, once that is all built. But yeah, this one is already in. Pylon is in. So this is being built really quick. We have a lot of beavers, a lot of builders. So this is super fast. So that one is in, the ladder is in, just this one to go. And then we can actually use the zip lines to get over there, which is a lot faster. Okay, this is also in. So what we can do now, first of all, let me check. We can disconnect both of these. We have a flying beaver here, which should be okay. We'll check in a second what it's doing. This one, as I said, will go to here. So we still have a connection point to there. And then this one, we can connect to there. So now we have a branching point here, where we can go to multiple spots. And this beaver, what happens with it? There's actually 2 beavers hanging here. Ah, why did it go here? Exhausted and stranded. That seemed like a ripoff because it was definitely flying here. For some reason it landed on there. We have more stranded beavers. It doesn't look like, no, it's just one. So now we should be able to go through here, right? Not taking the zip lines yet. Oh, there we go. First ones are. And if we go down here, we can see that we are making slow progress. These are still accessible. I want to make some paths, move it further on. And at some point, I want to branch off the path also to the side here, maybe from there. And yeah, we have a lot to go. If we go up on this side, we're also making progress, finishing off this stuff. So we have more water stored in here. Wait, actually, yeah, this is still, we are in a drought. 5-day drought, and we have some extra water in here, so this will slowly drain out because yeah, we made these drains, which is fine. We don't need extra water in this area, but yeah, while the drought is going, we shouldn't lose that much water now because we lowered this access point. And trust me, in the end, all of this will also be at bedrock level because I want to have everything at the lowest level and from there work up. But yeah, that's with this big map, it's going to be a lot of work. So there's going to be some jumps in the video, I guess, because otherwise the video is going to get very long. Anyway, back to work. All right, the water tank is done. I made 3 dams here and you can see how fast the water is flowing out here, but the 3 dams seem to be holding up with the, I believe it was 8 water sources. There's a little bit of water that has spilled over for a second, but it doesn't seem to be rising anymore. So I think this is okay. 3, so that's good to know. Maybe even 2 is enough. But yeah, this water tower is now fully topped off. As I mentioned before, we can raise it a bit more, which we will do eventually, but I don't think it's any priority right now. This is gonna be all the water we need for a long time. So yeah, we're good to go there. One thing I might want to do, let me see. So here we have, oh yeah, that's why we made this path. We have a sluice, two sluices here. I actually want to have one more there. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do tunnels there. That should be enough. Oh, and there has to be one lower actually. So wait, no, cancel. Oh no, it has to be there. No, we need to make a sluice there, but we also need to make one more, some more tunnels here. So tunnels, like so. And I think on top here we have these levees. I think these all can go now because we're never gonna be at this level anymore. So I'm just gonna remove all of these. Yes, all of these as well. Yes. We can also remove all of this stuff and this, all of this, etc., etc. We can remove all of these, all unnecessary levies. And if we go up, we can remove all of this stuff as well. So let's do that. All resources we can reclaim. And I think we actually can reclaim even more than that. So let me see. We need to be able to get in here. If we go to this level, we can walk in here, right? Wait, this is one higher, but if we go one down, yeah, we can go up to here. And I think we can build these two and the ones above it from here. So that also means we could build the sluice and the tunnel from there as well. Just need to make sure that this is prioritized correctly. So we're gonna do high priority for the last two and above as well. I mean, these paths are kind of pointless right now. I don't think we have to make these. I think we're good to go on that. And these can all be built from here, right? Can walk through here. Yeah, we should be able to build all of that easily from the outside. So let's see that happen. A little bit at least. We have, no, there's nothing there yet. But if we go down again to level 2. Okay, these are going in. That's good. There's water here, of course, because this is being filled. That is all in. So what we can do now is also build a tunnel there. And this is going to have to be quick again, because once this is in, we need to replace it by a sluice. And that way we have this 3 wide, which is exactly the width that I'm looking for. But yeah, our tank will lose a little bit of water because of this. So we're going to have a little bit more flooding. And I think every 4 or 5 levels, I want to have another set of sluices. So on each of the levels, which we're going to have on this map, we're going to make levels, we will have access to water from our tank. Not a drought approaching in 3 days, which is totally fine. But yeah, need to keep an eye on this. Where are the beavers? There they are coming up. I think this is actually going to leak a lot of water because it takes a while for them to get here. Okay, the builder's coming. Be ready. Okay, exploded. Then platform, deconstruct, yes. Then immediately put in a sluice. that direction and make sure it's top priority. But yeah, this is now going to leak some water. If we turn the water back on, it's not that bad yet. And this is still topped off. Okay. Could have been worse. Could have definitely been worse. I guess because we are filling this tank so fast, it doesn't matter if we have a small leak here. There it is. 90% done. And it is now closed. Good. This we can pick up and ready. Okay, so this looks good. Tank is done. We have it 3 wide, at least some of it. The rest will come afterwards. Let's go back to our underground progress. We've gone to this side quite a lot. So what happens actually, in the order that you build these or place these buildings or place these instructions to build, I should say, that is also the order in which they actually start building this stuff, unless stuff is too far away, of course, which it was. So they started building here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And there I want to go up again. So now they come back to here because I built this road, which is fine. We can do this stuff first. I think I also need to go a little bit to this side eventually, because I believe in order to claim this area, we need to dynamite out even more, and maybe also to this side. We have to go a little bit further, because this I want to have fully cleared. I want no dirt above it, but this also hangs dirt off it. So we might need to climb up to the source actually and dynamite around it. Maybe I should already start doing that. So if I remove this and this one, yes, let's make some ladders around it. That like that. Should be enough. We do this. We can start adding triple dynamites around this. Landscaping, triple dynamites. That way we make sure that no dirt sticks to this here, because this is always on top of dirt and we cannot dynamite underneath it. So there's dirt underneath and all the dirt will stick to it. So I need to do this to make sure that there's nothing connected to it. So that will be good. And this is also why I'm going a little bit wider than I would have to. I want to dynamite out or tunnel out everything anyway eventually. I might not want to go this far, but stream is not that fast here anymore. Most of it is flowing out there. Okay, down again. Yeah, water is still streaming out a bit. It's flowing faster than I would expect actually. Not much is flowing here and not much is flowing in that direction, but somehow it is flowing out here quite fast. I don't know where it's going. There's nothing here. Very odd. Maybe because this is too wide. That's why it flows faster there. The drought has started 8 days and yeah, I don't think I'm very scared. So if we look here, I mean the water level is lowering quite quick, but we are on triple time and we have a lot of water stored, so not scared at all. So how are we doing resources? Dynamite is keeping strong, extract keeping strong, just planks are suffering a bit. We have 6 vacancies. I think we have all the lumberjacks enabled. We have all the gear workshops disabled. I mean, the best we can do, logs are also dropping a bit. I guess we're using quite a few logs with all these lumber mills active. So let's activate another lumberjack. Oh, that's actually better now with 5. So I guess a couple of beavers grew up. Yeah, we still have 12 injured. We had at the maximum, I think there were 21 because of all these dynamite factories, I guess. And I think this was also active for a bit. Now it's of course disabled because we don't need dirt at the moment. In the future we'll have the bots, and those will not get injured from working the bit harder jobs, more difficult jobs. So that will be good. But yeah, dynamite here is made, so we can start opening this up a bit. Oh, there's one here that is not built yet, but yeah, we can add some more triple dynamite here just to make sure that dirt doesn't stick. And I think we're gonna be very close to the bottom already. This is gonna be fine. Poof poof, not there yet. 2 more, and hopefully no bots will be underneath when we explode it. Nah, they shouldn't. They should not be, but I need to make sure this is prioritized. Come on. Okay, that went in very fast, so let's explode it again. There we have the platforms, so we know we're at the correct height. No more soil. We have a little bit more, and I think it's all just 1. So we'll make some single dynamite for the last little bits. And of course, again, prio. So what I could do here as well, because this will be the source of the water and I want to push it up a bit, is start building levees around it. So wow, we're lagging quite a bit. I guess we're doing a bit too much when it comes to building. So what I could do is demolish these platforms, which gives us back a couple of planks as well. So that's the stuff that's on the lower levels, and then here we can start, we can start making levees around this. I think it's okay with the accessibility. So landscaping, levees. Oh yeah, we cannot build in the place where we have paths, so those also need to be removed. So yes, and there as well. Now we can start with the landscaping levee. I'm just gonna build all around it and multiple layers, of course. So we can go up. Can I do it like that? Oh, I can actually build like that. And let's do one more. Yeah. In the end, we're also going to cap this off somehow. Am I? Maybe I'm not. But it's at least going to go a little bit up. So this is already a couple of levels. Yeah. So we can build this in the meantime. Of course, due to building order, they will prioritize all of the rest before they start building this here. Although maybe if something's not accessible, they build this first. Who knows? It is a lot closer. Let's make sure they do pick up the materials here, because these are planks. And we need a lot of planks. Yeah, this is out of range again. That's why they're not building that. We are getting very close to the edge here, which is amazing. All of this area will be water wheels cycling around bad water. And I think we're going to have like 2 layers. I go up. At what layer is this bad water source? This is 2. This is 0, 1, 5. Yeah, so we will have 1 layer below. And then at this layer, we start the water cycle. Oh, I guess we're gonna need so many logs. We will need a lot of logs to build all of this, because these levees will take 20 logs, 12 logs. It's 12 logs. Oh yeah, the dam is 12, but still, that's a lot of logs that we're gonna use. Maybe I should carve something here. That's okay. Should I triple dynamite through here? This seems to be a weak's, well, a lower spot at least. Nah, I'll just keep going. So 1 more day of droughts. Looking at how much water we still have in here. Yeah, this was an 8-day drought. I think it was including us ripping out the sluice here, I think. But yeah, the water is still flowing out of here with some pace. How quick is the water level dropping here, actually? That's visible at triple speed, but not frightening. Is it just evaporation that is taking so much water? Maybe it is. Should I get this dried up? I'm thinking maybe I should close this off, and here as well, and then close these sluices. So all the water will flow through here, and maybe even block off this here, because there's quite a bit of evaporation going on, it seems. Anyway, the drought has ended, so our tank will be refilled again. I think this was one of the longer droughts anyway on this difficulty level. So on a higher difficulty level, it can be up to 30 days or even more, the drought. But yeah, at this zoom level, you can see the scale of this project. It is quite big, but we are putting a dent in the work. I have to say we're running very low on planks. Can we do something about it? I mean, we could start working on the levees. That would help us recover some of the planks. We do have enough logs for now. So yeah, maybe I'm going to prioritize this a bit. So we do above average this stuff. And then that gets a bit of focus. Wow. Very laggy. Oh, these potatoes actually dried out. Oh yeah, I did lower the water levels here because I was thinking that maybe we were dropping too much water in here and that was causing us to lose so much water, but that was a bit too much. So if I set this back to, I think 6.5 it was, we should be dropping a bit of water here so we can rejuvenate these potatoes. Man, lag is bad. Okay, water's coming in again, and that means that this lands can be planted again, but I don't know about 6, maybe 0.6. Came down a little bit too quick for my liking. And it's still flowing very fast out of here. I wonder why. Oh yeah. I was ripping out levees here, which I did. Oh, there's another levee there. Got that as well. There's another levee. Okay, that no, I'm sure. Seems that it's not getting to 0.8 stably. I'll make it 0.7. Is that going to be better? I need to play around a bit with the numbers, but that definitely slowed this down. Ah yeah, we're building this, and the planks, yeah, they're getting up again because we we're using a lot more logs now for this here. Yeah, first layer is in. Nice. Maybe what I should do here is add a sluice, honestly. I mean, that will make the most sense, right? Or here or there. What is the level? Level 1.55. So I think if I make a sluice here, it wouldn't even overflow these dams. Going to make it here. Maybe it makes more sense actually. Do I need this path? I have a path here, right? Yeah, I do. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be quick. Okay, destroy the dam, and then landscaping a sluice like so. Make this top priority, and then a path top, and then this can be open downstream depth. We're just gonna make it 0.3. It doesn't have to be a lot of water here, as long as there is some water, and then these I'm gonna drop down again to 0. Yeah, see how much water is flowing in? A bit. It stopped again. Yeah, that's perfect. Did I deconstructed this at night. That's fantastic. There's water actually flowing from there. Is this letting water through? It is. Maybe I should close this one. I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. So let's remove that path. I'm gonna make some levees there. Close that area off. And after that is closed, we're gonna do the same here. And then we just close these sluices. So we don't need to get this area fully open, and then I'm just gonna let water go through here. Close. Above contamination, yes. Downstream depth. Yeah, I think water is also flowing out there actually. No, it's not. It's going this direction. Oh, okay, 2 are in, 3 are in. So now we can deconstruct this one, yes, and make more levees there. It's the minimum work, and these can be closed indefinitely. Yeah, synchronized. Good. And then this should make sure, I mean, contamination is not gonna be here, so we don't need to do this. What is above downstream depth? I mean, we only need 0.6-ish there, 6.5-ish. These will never be used. I mean, contamination is also BS. Close above downstream depth. I mean, these can just be closed, right? Because we're never gonna flow from there. Waters will come from these here down. Okay, this is all in. It's now closed. So this can all evaporate. All I care. Downstream depth 0.65. It is closed. I set it to automatic. So now it should be open, right? Yeah, it is open. So a little bit of water will flow in there. Although, is it high enough? I think this level is lower than that. And that's why it's not going through. Yeah, it's 4.5. Yeah. They cannot pump water. So this is not the optimal mechanism to keep this topped up, or I need to raise this to 9.5, get this higher. 6, actually 0.5, 1. Let's see how that works. I can always remove that again and open these, but as I said, I want to try and limit the evaporation, which seems to be quite extensive. Planks 1.4k. I've not made any progress there, but instead we have been building all of this. Let's lower this again to normal. Oh, so we go back to the tunnels. Yeah, looking good. We have a lot of area to cover, but in principle, I want to dynamite all of this. What is this doing here? Oh, I think there was a misclick. Don't need that yet. These are for our power banks. This is where the dirt excavator came into action. But yeah, we have already quite a bit of the map here also on ground level. This as well. So we don't need to do anything there, which helps, but yeah, you can see that's a lot of work. That seems a lot better now. It is coming out, but much slower. Okay, might be onto something. This is still very low. Why is this level so low? Is it because we're pumping this? Or are we pushing out too much here? Is this open? This is closed. But this seems to not be letting in enough. Maybe I should just remove these. These should not be dams, I think. I'm going to remove that. Because this is blocking too much water. We're going to do this, and then platforms, and then a path on top. Okay, so now we're actually filling this up. So this doesn't have to be 95. We can make it 0.9. But yeah, this will now actually be filled properly. Since we're not on a drought, that's okay. Now this also flows. Yeah, this is a big improvement. These dams were actually affecting me negatively. Okay, our tank is now nicely filled up and full. If we look here, the stream, I mean, there is no stream, and if I look here, there's also almost no outflow anymore. Still a little bit, but it's a lot more healthy than it looked before. This is starting to dry out, which is exactly what we wanted to see. Yeah, it's a lot higher than there. You can see from the levees here. It's a lot more visible from the levee on that side than here. So that's good. Also might mean that we could take advantage of this metal, although you don't really need it. In 3 days a bad tide will approach. That's fine. These are typically very short. And we have a perfect system to get rid of the bad water. No problem. In here, we are making more progress. We almost have one of the lanes done, but I think I might do some stuff off camera that I start the next episode when all of this is done, because this is taking a long time, way too much time to record. And we already have so many beavers. Builders as well, workplaces. Yeah, we have I counted this before as 24 builders, and they're not doing much other than this. And I already added the resources very close by. So we added some planks here, extract and explosives. So they are close available, but still, it's just taking a long time. Again, the dynamite is holding up fine. Planks are also going up still. Extracts actually also keeping up with only one centrifuge, which surprises me a little bit. But yeah, with 24 beavers, I guess we cannot take down one centrifuge in principle. And also the explosives factories. Maybe we have made too many of them, so I could disable one or two. It is causing a lot of beavers to get injured, which makes it less efficient. Maybe I'll turn off two. I think that should be still fine. If we ever see this drop too much, we can always enable the factories again. I think books, yeah, these books always seem to be low in stock. So I think we need an extra printing press for 140 beavers, seems. 44. But all of that is for later. All right. The bad tide has arrived, so we will see the water here turn from nice and blue to hooey and brown. Now we can see this all in action. So water is still being pushed out here from this area. That's why it's still a little bit bluish here. Let's go to the other side so we can see this in action. Because at some point, water shouldn't be flowing into here anymore, but instead, there it goes. Still contaminated, so now it flows into here. Let's see, up. How fast is this lowering now? Much. I think I've improved the water issue, where we were losing a lot of water very fast. We should end up with a lot more in the tank after this bad tide than what we've seen before. So here we also can see the pool water flowing out there very fast, and this lowering. So we were losing planks, but come to think of it, we have a lot of planks here, and honestly, we could get rid of some of them. Let me finish this here first. And then I think we're gonna remove a couple of planks. Yeah, we shouldn't be crashing anything. But if I do this, I will get back 750 planks, which is a massive amount. Yes, can do this along the whole side here. Then I actually wonder when I add, can I pass? And we can add higher priority getting this stuff picked up again. What is happening? Okay, let me see. Now that I did this, actually nothing happened. That's how, yeah, this is actually not that much. Especially if you go down a lot of layers, you need to clean up a lot more of the paths. Let me remove a bit more. Maybe then we'll start seeing, yeah, here some of the soil will disappear. We'll do that. Okay, let's add paths back in. Let me take another look. But yeah, lots of planks lying here. So if we now go back up, we see that nothing is visible on the outside. It's just that, yeah, there's one trench here now where it is actually cut off. So I think we might have to go a little bit further down to really cut into this mountain, which we can. And most of the planks actually we get back. So that's really nice. So I'm just gonna make sure that everything gets picked up again. But yeah, I do want to add more tunnels. Let's say like that. Maybe that's a bit much. 5 more? 5 more seems good. Tunnels? We could do it like that. Okay. Now we should make a bit of progress here. Yeah. We can also do this actually, funnels. We can also do this and then get this priority. Okay, so let's see if that's gonna be sufficient. Although I think I need to also make another layer on the outside here. So if we do landscaping, we're making so many tunnels, is actually ridiculous. I don't know if it's meant for this kind of abuse, but we're definitely using it like that. Tank wise, we have a lot more now available. This one is quite full. Let's make sure that this gets used a bit so we don't have our haulers run back all the way. And builders, what are they doing? I would expect them to also build this. Or other builders also haul. I wouldn't expect so, right? Okay, now they're actually using some of the stuff. So maybe they were picking up stuff. Now we're at 820. So the planks can be brought back into here from down below. We have 3 beavers not doing anything. Let's turn on a gear factory. That's not gonna do much. Yeah, let's enable it. Or dirt. We can store quite a bit of dirt. Let's enable that. Okay, making quite some progress here. I think they can build most of it. So I wonder, what if I now deconstruct this here? How are we looking? Okay, more is dropping down, but we don't see anything at the top. Yeah, only 1 layer up. Man, we have quite a bit to do here. I am going to deconstruct more. Yes, let's add back the paths. More like that. Yes. Wait, that didn't remove the paths. Okay, yes. Yeah, again, didn't remove the path. Good. I don't know what I did differently than before, but definitely okay. Oh, construct all of that. It seems that now our path has disappeared. Okay, lots of materials to pick up. So let's make sure we give our haulers the instructions to do so. Wait, is that a hole? Did we manage? No. Oh, wait, or did we? I think we did. Is that spot? No? Yes, it is. No, wait, what is this? It seems like there's light from the top coming through. Anyway, okay, 2 levels up, 3 levels up. I mean, we're getting there slowly, but still a lot needed. Let's construct a bit more. I want to see progress so bad. Oh, yes, that's a beast. Still not much visible. This is getting to be quite an area. Wait, there are a couple left here. Do we need to remove those as well? Yes. Ooh, I think a lot fell down here. Yes. It's quite hard to tell with all the debris here. Path back in. How are we now? Okay, yes. Nothing visible yet. And this soil can overhang quite extensively. We might have to go all the way to this mine to get a decent opening. But I think it's still the most effective way of doing this. Because again, we have to dig out all of this anyway. And this way it's 1 dynamite per tile to excavate to bedrock. Just need to make sure that all these materials gets... Here I have to be careful because there's a ladder up here. So we shouldn't deconstruct this exact one. Everything else we can remove. I think we should be able to... Is it? Yeah, we'll get notified. We want to destroy it. I think it should be fine. But yeah, it doesn't seem like the game is liking me terraforming this whole map. We are having lag spikes left and right. Ooh, okay. No. Can we destroy that? Yes. Yes. That. So this one will cause our storage to drop because it's on here and it's hanging this piece. Interesting. Maybe we should build a platform right underneath this there. But yeah, actually the plank storage might not have been in the best of places. I mean, we could make a plank storage down here now. That's actually not that bad of an idea. Underground pile. Just gonna build a couple here. Let's build a load there. Let me say obtain goods for warehouses. And maybe we just deconstruct this one. Let's end this. Okay, I could make another one. Pile wouldn't hurt. Obtain. All right, now we're cleaning up. And this is getting emptied quite fast. And I think we're just gonna move it here. And maybe the same with the dynamite factory. Just build it downstairs. Let's see. So this here. Is there still a path here? I think there is, right? But explosives could also build, right? Make a lot more sense. Storage. Warehouse. Let's build it. And then we'll also enlarge. This is gonna be extract. And this is we're gonna say obtain. Haulers. Full. Sure. Can we make more? Make 2 more. Okay, as long as this doesn't break down, we should be good to go. So now if I deconstruct 5 recovered, yes. Now, okay, this is still okay. But we have a big hole here. So we are definitely making progress, but only visible here now. The lower you go, the more you see this opening up. And the higher you go, it closes up by 3 every step up. Of course, here, there will be an opening eventually, once this is wide enough. I think everyone is picking stuff up. Let's make this a medium priority. This is ask resources. So here is say empty, also empty. So we just move it down. Okay. It's empty. Construct our stuff back, clean it up, and then here this is deconstruct. I mean, could have worse. We lost a little bit of resources, but that's really not an issue. Now I hope they start building again because only picking up stuff, yeah, that's gonna get old real quick. These are normal. This is accepting. Good. Now we have our resource even closer to the building. I mean, we could make zipline stations here as well. We have space for that? Zipline station. Actually, no. I mean, in some places, but here there's no headroom, I guess. Only here we start. Wait a moment. Why are there platforms here? I think I made them in the past for these paths, but I think it's okay if they get destroyed. So go ahead. Yes. And I think even some of the scrap metal will also get destroyed because there's nothing for it to stand on. But yeah, that was a breakthrough, I think. Quite literally. Yeah, look at that. We have a visual on the excavations because this is quite low. Yeah, but I think we need to go even further than this to really make a difference. No, not a bad tide is approaching 3 days, but yeah, not an issue. Nicely full. And if I look at this, it is streaming out quite a bit. Yeah, we haven't built much here. Although it looks like as if there's dynamite in here. There's not. Huh. Okay, we have a wider entrance now here, but it's still completely closed off if we go a bit up. Only this here is open. So I think all we need to go further to the north, of course, which we will do anyway. Then we will see a gap occurring there. But I also want to have, actually from this level on, I want it to be completely free because this is where our power plant begins. And I realized that I didn't place these two very smartly, but we'll figure that out in due time. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, we're starting to collect back all the planks here, which is quite a few, 5 each. So out of the 6 that we invest, we only actually use 1. But yeah, oh, the bad tide has ended. That's fine. Yeah, clean water coming in. Flushing this bad water out fairly quick, yeah. And then we start pushing water in there again. How empty was this after bad tide? Not that empty. But yeah, as I said, I'll do this a bit off screen. We did make a big dent in all of this landscape. But I'll do a bit of screen and then I'll be back in the next episode with actual building. Because right now it's just preparation for another mega project here, which is gonna give us a lot of power. Basically all the power that we need. We might do 2 layers of water wheels and then also some windmills on top maybe. We'll see. But I want to have a steady stream of power with or without batteries actually. I don't think we need batteries because if we open this, we always have water. But we'll see how much is coming out of it. My system again is kind of lagging. So it doesn't really like how much is going on with this map. Maybe it'll get better once I'm done with all of this mess. But I guess there's a lot of calculation because of all these build constructions. We'll see how it goes eventually. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. If you're still around, thank you so much for watching and make sure to subscribe if you haven't done it yet. See you in the next episodes.